Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is RABIAH and I'm from class AR. Today I'm going to be talking about my geo project. For my geo project, I chose to present about topic 9.4, which is about landforms created by forces of erosions. So my goals for today is to be able to identify different erosional coastal landform and to understand how these landforms are formed and to explain how they change over time. As weathering and erosion processes shape the coast, they create landforms, and these landforms are headland and bays, wave-cut platforms, and caves, arches, stacks, and stumps. First of all, let's start with bays and headlands, or headlands and bays. Bays and headlands form around coastline where there are hard and soft rocks. Soft rock are easily eroded, and hard rock is more resistant to erosion. Example of a soft rock is limestone, and an example of a hard rock is quartzite. Over time, destructive waves erode the rock. Processes of coastal erosion is caused by hydraulic action. The force of the destructive waves break down the rock. Abrasion, the coastal load of stones and pebbles are thrown at the coast by waves. Gradually, the coastline is eroded. The erosion of the soft rock continues and a deep bay is formed. More resistance and hard rock sticks out into the sea as headlands. The bay is protected from the erosion by the headlands. Here is a picture of bay and headlands. You can see the headland over here and the bay. Next is wave-cut platforms. Waves erode at notable line of weakness coast between the high and low water mark. Over time, this notch grows larger due to hydraulic action over the waves and undercutting occurs. This notch is left without support and, of course, it collapses, forming a cliff. Waves cause air to get trapped in the rocks, and joints of the cliff face becomes compressed. When the waves retreat, the pressure is suddenly released eventually, causing the rock to shatter and fall into the sea. These lose material and the water erodes the cliff further in a process called abrasion. Materials eroded are then deposited on this platform. To form a wave-built terrace. Next is cave, arches, stacks, and stumps. Cracks in the base of the headland are enlarged through hydraulic action. Air becomes compressed and widens the crack as it escapes. Crack enlarged by weathering processes such as salt crystallization. Cracks widen and a cave is formed through abrasion and hydraulic action. The cave increases in size as refracted waves concentrate their energy on the site, further enlarging the cave. Where two caves are aligned, the waves may cut to form an arch. Wave-cut notches widen the arch. Over time, the roof can be weakened by weathering, such as freeze-thaw. The arch will collapse under its own height. The base of the stack will be eroded through abrasion and hydraulic action. The subaerial process will weaken the stack. Eventually, wave-cut notches will form and the stack will collapse, forming a stump. Last, finally, it's Q&A time. I'm gonna be answering some questions honestly based on my knowledge. So yeah. First of all, what process does a constructive wave do? The process is called deposition. What are types of erosion? I didn't discuss this in the slides, but based on my knowledge, there are four types of erosions. They are hydraulic action, abrasion, corrosion, and attrition. What is the name given to the feature at the base of a cliff formed when the waves begin to undercut the cliff? It's a wave cut notch. It's formed by erosional processes such as abrasion and hydraulic action. This is a dent in the cliff, usually the level of a high tide. As the notch increases in size, the cliff becomes an um, line and collapses, leading to the retreat of the cliff face. It becomes unbalanced and it can't be stable by itself, so it eventually falls. Thank you. That's all for today.